Welcome to my channel. My name is David Falla, and we are going to jump right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Babyliss FX to connect the top with the side. So pretty much all the scissor work that I did, I'm going to connect it using a number 3 lever open. And when I create my connection, when I create my transition, I put my fingers on the scalp. That's a number 3 open. So I can use the number 3 to connect everything together. Usually like the number 3, sometimes it feels longer. I might use a number 4, but number 3 works very well for me. Now that I cleaned that up, I'm going to use my machine lever close, no guard. I'm going to leave 2 fingers of space between the 3 and the 0. This is going to allow me to create a knife space that I can kind of create all the tones that I need for the fade, but not too much. I got to spread out too much. So now I'm using my trimmer in the opposite direction. This is also the Babyliss FX trimmer, and what I created with this guide, it's to create a guide so I don't go too high with the shaver. One of the biggest problems that I had when I started cutting hair is that I will go too high with the shaver. I will create a line and then I had to raise my fade, and it just wasn't the result I was looking for. So now I find this trick and it has helped me a lot. Now I'm using the Babyliss shaver, and how you can see, I'm not going too high anymore. I'm actually staying right at that guide that I created for myself, making my life so much easier. Now I'm using my 0.5 or my half with the lever open. This is going to be about fingers width, and this is why I created 2 fingers of space. So 1 finger for the half and the other finger for the 1.5. That's what I'm using right now, also with the lever close. So we have a number 3, we have a 1.5 lever close, we have a half lever close, and we have this 0. And then after, what I can do, I can just go ahead and open that lever with the 1.5 and start fading into the number 3, and it's going to blend very nicely. If you have problems connecting these 2, then you can go ahead and use a number 2, start with a lever open, then lever close, and connect those 2. In this case, I don't need to. Now I'm using my half lever open, and you can see it connects very well into the 1.5. But again, if you're having problems connecting this, then go ahead and use the number 1. We have tools for a reason. You skip guards if you feel comfortable with it. If you don't, then use all the guards. Now I'm closing my lever little by little, and I'm going to close that for as long as I need to. The half is a very tricky guide because sometimes you might close it too much and then you make a hole. Now I remove that guard and use the machine no guards. I'm going to start with the lever close, and I'm going to start opening the lever little by little. The reason why I started with the lever close is because it forces me to remove that line. I remember when I started cutting hair, I was always very afraid of removing that little line. I will always kind of end up leaving it there. But if I start with my lever close, it's going to force me to remove it, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm removing that guide and making sure that I'm playing with the lever, opening, closing, depending on what I need and the result that I'm looking for. Very important that you understand that, and then you play with the lever as you need. Now I'm using my scissors to just soften the fade, just clean up some of the hairs that maybe the machine missed or that I didn't cut, and I'm point cutting some of the fade just to create a nicer transition, a softer one as well. Now I'm going to shape up this part of the mullet. So in this case, I already did my consultation with the client and he wants something a little sharper. So I gotta push back a little bit the shaper to create a nice crispy line that he was looking for. Some clients are not looking for this crispy line, looking for something more natural. So in that case, I will keep it more natural and I will not push it back as much as, in this case I did, even though it wasn't as much, but it was enough to be able to create that line that the client was looking for. It's very important that you guys create a system for cutting, a system for consultation, and systems to run your business the way that it's supposed to. Now I'm shaping up the back, and I take the opportunity to let you guys know that we have a free community on the school. And then in this free community, we're going to be talking about hair cutting, but mostly we're going to be talking about business, how to run your chair and your barbershop more efficiently with the right systems and all that. So if you want to be part of this community, I'm going to leave the link in the description on this video. You can go ahead and join. It's a free community, and we are all going to learn to become better barbers, not just cutting hair, but also when it comes to business, so we can achieve our financial goals. Now that I'm done with the shape up, I'm just going back and making sure everything looks sharp the way I want it, and this is the final result. As you can see, it looks very nice with the scissor work and the texture, and the fade kind of makes it pop very well. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed these quick videos right to the point, then let me know. I'll continue making more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.